Hey, ladies, step into the woman you've always wanted to be. Check out the High Value Woman Blueprint. This is a soul shifting guide for women who are tired of settling, shrinking, and ready to reclaim their power with grace and confidence. So start your transformation today and download the High Value Woman Blueprint and start your journey back to your true self. Now we have a letter. So let's dive into this letter. Okay, here we go. I was wondering if it's common for men and women to be affectionate without having intimacy or planning to have intimacy or sex acts in the future. Oh, okay. All right. Wait a minute. Let's read a little bit further. Maybe hugs, kisses, holding hands, and deep conversations. Well, all of those are tools of seduction. So, so I guess the answer is no, because number one, it's on the man's mind even before you get to the hugs and the kisses and the holding hands. When he touches you, and it's vice versa. Is that electricity that goes between the two of you. Because remember, we are electrical beings. And once you touch each other, it just excites your nervous system. Okay? And that's what brings on intimacy, getting closer, you see, to each other. If you want a male friend, a hangout buddy, well, then you need a gay guy, somebody who's not interested in you sexually. And he'll just be like a girlfriend. But no, a regular man or boy is not built that way. Okay. Also, being traveling companions and going on dates. Maybe this would be more common with older people. Okay, wait a minute. Uh, it depends. Don't make that assumption that older people are not sexually active. It's lots of older people who are still sexually active, because those of us who has spent a lifetime taking care of our bodies, no matter what age we are, you still have total control of your body functions. So there's no reason why you don't have sex. Okay? So don't make that assumption that older people are not having sex. And also being traveling companions and going on dates. Yeah. Well, if a man, number one, if he's in close quarters with you, he's planning on having sex. You traveling together? I'm telling you. And going on dates? No, that's why he's going on dates with you, to have sex. You need a gay buddy. That's your only alternative if it's a male friend that you're looking for. Okay? All right. And you made the comment that this is more common with older people. Now, I guess you're just assuming because you see a lot of us snow on the rooftop that there's no fire left in the furnace, which is way, way, way off from the truth of the matter. It's according to the individuals involved. And you'll never know what goes on behind closed doors. Okay? Now, the other thing is there are some seniors who maybe didn't take care of their bodies. So, they kind of sick half the time. They can't walk half the time. I mean, for me, I stay active because I don't want everything to get stiff where I can't move around and all of that. But as I walk every day, once in a while, I'll see some of the older folks, creep out of their homes and try to walk a little bit. And many of them are bent over. They can only take little small steps, but at At least they're out there trying. You understand? But just to let you know, you got to keep these things up. You can't just come out there one day and then just say, no, no, that was too difficult. No, it's for your own well-being. And plus, uh, the more active you become and stay that way, it adds years to your life. All right. So it's a good thing. So yeah, with the older folks who can't move or whatever, they probably just, and the ones who can move. The basic premise is they'd like to have a companion, somebody that enjoys what they enjoy, somebody who's, if they're not working anymore, they don't want nobody working. You understand? They want somebody just on the same page as them. Hopefully, somebody that is the same religion if they're religious, or spiritual if they're spiritual. Somebody who offers no conflict or struggle whatsoever. Somebody who's looking for the same thing that you are, a long-term, peaceful, happy relationship. Happy relationship. And you go into these relationships really the way that you should go into any relationships, as very close friends. That's what you're trying to build with this partner, to be a very close friend. I tell you, if you can build that bond, you'll have somebody for life, somebody who will be loyal to you, somebody who would truly care about you, instead of just saying, let me hear up and marry somebody or hook up with somebody or whatever. But many older adults, once they've already had their kids, they're on the same page, no kids at home or whatever, maybe they both own their own homes, because it's best for them to date people that have what they have. Don't date anybody who has less than you, because that's where the trouble begins, ladies. If you're dating a man who pretends to have what you have, but then he asks to borrow money or anything from you, cut him off. And that's a word of warning in all of this, because you are an older uh, adult, either retired or getting ready to retire, and you don't need some gigolo coming in there stealing all of your life savings. And there are some women who have fallen victim just to that. No, don't. And it happens because many of you have spent your career working hard to make a foundation so that when you retire, you can relax. You see, so you got a big fat nest egg, nothing to worry about, but you don't have a man. And here come that demon to take it all from you. And it can take it just like that unless you have your eyes wide open. And that's has happened to some younger women, but mostly older women kind of get caught up in that snare, because they're the ones who would have that nest egg. And so these type of men would be looking for those type of women. Now, building a relationship with another senior like yourself, ladies, and I'm going to talk to the ladies, okay, because the men, hopefully, they're not still playing game, okay, when you meet them, because if you meet a man and he's a slick talker, you need to walk away from that. That's not it, okay? And many times when you decide you want to date, you'll meet a lot of losers before you meet anybody that's kind of decent. But with all take your time. With the losers, they usually show a red flag right away, and you don't want to deal with that. But the thing about it is, older women, don't be fooled by meeting these men at your houses of worship. Many of you have been duped because these people profess to be devout religious followers. And if you're in a religion and you're older, you just want to spend the rest of your days with somebody who believes what you believe. Then you end up, and he's abusive. He drag you behind off to the house of worship, but then he'll drag you back home and abuse you. Be careful, older women. That's the point. So this is how you would capture love, by being aware of all of these snares that you can fall victim to. If a man is willing to be vulnerable with you, truly, and you got, this is a tricky thing too, older women, because see, you've been out of the game for a while, and some of these men are so good at telling you these heartfelt tales that are complete lies. All right, so anything a man tells you, I mean, you can take it, process it, but you need to verify it before you say that you can trust him. Okay, and the way you verify it, when you meet his people, you can verify it. Somebody will tell you if that happened. Oh, okay. All right, so never take what a man tells you, because older women, I just think that you like sitting ducks. And that's why so many of you get taken advantage of. Okay. So you want a partner who is kind-hearted. You know, if he has an animal, I would say if he has a dog, because I'm a dog person. If he has a dog and the dog is like a friendly dog, even if it's a big dog or whatever, if it's like a friendly dog, it shows that he's responsible because he got to take care of that dog. You understand? And he's used to caring for something because, the dog gets sick or has to go whatever. He has to take care of that just as if that dog was a baby. And you can find out, did he raise him from a pup? That's another plus, because that is a big responsibility. So it shows that he has a heart if he cares for animals. That's one thing. Usually, abusive people will have abusive animals. You see, so the energy that they have and a dog have is transferred back and forth to each other. That abusive, that negative, that vicious energy. Okay, that's why when you see them with these vicious dogs, they look more like the dog because of the energy. A fair warning to older ladies. I know on your end, choosing a mate, and I hope that you are always putting yourself in a driver's seat to choose and not sitting around waiting to be chosen, because that's the worst. Okay, so when you choose a mate, hopefully you're choosing someone who you feel is your match or better. Okay, so if you're an older woman, 9 times out of 10, you're good with the match, because I mean, even if he's better, I mean, what more could he offer you in life that you haven't already lived? Usually, by the time you get into your 70s or 80s or whatever, everything's kind of settled down. You just want to be comfortable and you want to be happy. So, if you meet someone, see if he makes you laugh. Don't you prompt a laugh. See if he can make you laugh. Anything he said, but by his normal, the way that he is normally. This way you can tell whether you want to be with him or not. Because I tell you, um, and don't look past that, because I've looked past that before. And these people are extremely boring. And it's only because when you meet somebody, you do too much talking. And this is for the older ones and for the young ones. Don't do too much talking. You can learn more about the other person if you close your mouth. Okay? So, um, see if he's funny. Because if he's funny, that does mean that you can laugh through some of the tough times. Because he's always going to be coming up with some joke to make things soft. And that's going to make life a whole lot lighter, believe it or not. But if you got somebody who is too serious about things, that can be a horror show. And this is for the older women, because if you want to hook up with someone at an older age, you want to be pretty sure that this is the right person for you, because you have a lot to lose. You have too much to lose to gamble it all away on some fly-by-night. And hopefully you're not meeting anybody online, because if you are, you're asking for uh, the worst that can happen to you. You're asking for it if you're online trying to find a date. There's nothing out there but criminals. Don't go there. And I know some ladies say, well, where can where do you find some? You know what? I say work on yourself and allow the universe to bring somebody to you. That's what I say is the best way. And this person will probably pop up when you least expect it. You see, but working on yourself, at least you'll be ready for him when he appears. Now, I hope that I stayed on target with this one, because I feel like I was covering a lot of different topics, but I wanted to make sure that I did answer your question. And yeah, no, men are wired to want sex from a woman. I, it's like eating. It's an instinct. Okay? So no, they're not going to be with you holding your hand, kissing and hugging all over you, and not want sex. Okay? So you can just cross that out. And if you, just to summarize, if you need a male companion or something like that, but you want him to be more of a friend, then you need a gay guy. Okay? All right. I hope that you understand the message today. And I really hope that it helps someone. Now, those of you who may have a question that you'd like for me to answer, my email address is in the description. And if you're looking for today's affirmation, the link is also in the description. I want to thank you so much for supporting this channel. Thank you for your comments and your letters. And a very special thank you to those that leave a donation. I really appreciate all of you. I wish you all the very best. And I really hope to see you next time.